Welcome back, everybody. Hopefully, you guys had a wonderful weekend, and you guys were looking forward to this week's candle close. I'm just kidding. I'm sure everyone's here just to see where the price is going this week, and that's it, right? Everyone just wants to know what's happening, right? Oh yeah, we're gonna get into that here shortly. Obviously, we're putting in a nice weekly candle. Getting pretty close. We're right at on log scale. We're right at a resistance line right here, right? We can clearly see on the weekly chart that this area right here, this 24.3 region, and confluent with the 21 exponential moving average and the 200 week moving average is where this cross is happening right here, right? So I think if we don't pull back here, we could potentially break out and touch this area here, and that would be really a log scale breakout, and that's kind of what I'm looking for. I think we are going to test this. It's like a magnet being pulled up, right? So it would just make a lot of sense to see that, and we did just close a weekly long signal here on Bitcoin. And we haven't got a weekly long signal on Bitcoin in quite some time since this last run up here, okay? And the weekly long signals are pretty strong, even though sometimes they can be short-lived, like they were, back in 2020 before this crash. But yeah, I mean, I would say staying long here is what our indicators are saying, right? So, not financial advice. Always do your own research, but I think magnet being pulled up to around that 24-25K region is something we're looking out for right now, right? So that's what I'm seeing. That's what I'm seeing on this chart. All right, and every single time we haven't really seen a cross like this before, right? In the previous cycles, there was always some separation, right? Which alluded. Well, this run here was that I thought it was a 200% move, and then we had the COVID crash, and then we just went on a like 1,000% run. So I'm not calling for any of that stuff right now, but I am saying that it's possible and very highly probable that we go up to test $24,000 to $25,000 region before we see maybe a pullback, right? Eventually we're going to get a break and a back test, right? So before we go higher. And a lot of that has to do with what we're going to see in the traditional markets as well. We're going to cover that right now. We're going to cover ETH real quick, and then we're going to look at traditional markets. All right, so ETH closing right at the weekly 200 week moving average, and actually right above it. All right, so ETH closing to be a little bit stronger than Bitcoin, right, with its closure above the 200 week. And we're facing resistance here for ETH right around that 1750 region. Or really, yeah, basically between 1780 and 1950, right? That's a big range, but those are the candle body closures that we're looking to get above for ETH. And if Bitcoin can manage to get itself back above the 200 week moving average and something like a candle closures above 25K, then these areas here for Ethereum should be breached. All right, so just pay attention to that. We're going to go look at Tether, because that, of course, is the driving factor of a lot of this. And we were talking about this. Once we broke this trend line, we could see major retracements in this market, and that's what we're looking at right now. We do want to be a little cautionary here that we're sitting right above the 21 weekly EMA for Tether. And we can see we got a nice breakdown here. It even did do this back test, like I was saying, between that 7.2 to 7.4 region. We tested 7.35, okay? And we got continuation down. And now we're sitting right here. We could also, again, we could totally see, Tether come back up to test 7 or 6.89% region before, breaking the 21 EMA, right? There's always needing to be some sort of confirmation before we continue a move, right, guys? So just remember that, we always wait for some sort of confirmation before we see a movement. All right. Cool. So markets actually look good, unfortunately. for those that have been following and dollar cost averaging into positions when Tether was up here in June and maybe making this double top here in November. And really, the break of this trend line was really the key factor, right? Because no one really knows what Tether is going to do until you break a major trend line, a major structure, right? And so that's what we're looking at here, and that's why we can see Bitcoin still looks way overbought. Sure, I mean the smaller time scales are overbought, but like go to the weekly chart, man. Is Bitcoin overbought? Go to the monthly chart. Is Bitcoin overbought? The answer is no, it's not overbought on those time scales. And yes, like I said, I think we could see $24,000-$25,000 region and maybe a pullback. But everyone's now waiting for a pullback to get in, right? So they're gonna miss it. They might just rip this thing to 30K before we see a pullback. So, that's it. That's how markets work, guys. Like they don't wait for you. When everyone's super bearish, that's when people are accumulating, and that's when we see moves like this happen. And so it's very important to pay attention to stuff like Tether, stuff like USDC dominance, right? Like USDC dominance actually hasn't broke its trend yet, okay? But we could very well see USDC dominance break its trend. I mostly am weighted towards Tether because most trading pairs are paired to Tether still than USDC, but it's still good to pay attention to this as well. This is coming to a channel, the bottom of a channel here, and this could also break down, right? So we're obviously paying attention to this as well. Yep. And so that's kind of what we're looking at. We're seeing like some major setups on a lot of some of these altcoins, like we talked about Kusama a while ago, right? Following wedge breakout. Yeah, it broke out, guys. Like there it is. We took along at $25. All right, we're sitting up 45% in this swing position right now, and yeah, we're gonna swing trade this to roughly $80, maybe even up to $150. Depends on where this is going, right? So, in my opinion, and this is what I'm doing this is my trade plan. My trade plan is because I'm taking a longer outlook on these trades, and I basically took entries off these weekly charts. I'm probably not going to be selling a lot of these coins until we get to bullish or near overbought levels, 60 to 65 on the weekly charts for the RSI. I'm just looking at RSI and I'm looking at Fibonacci levels and previous all-time highs, and really the confluence areas for Bitcoin and what's Bitcoin doing, right? But yeah, the rule of thumb is, hey, if we're playing a weekly chart, it means we exit on a weekly chart. That's it. I could be in this swing position for months, and I'm okay with that. Same thing with like Glimmer, and same thing with like Mover and some of these other ones. Flow, right? Flow is actually about to break out of a channel here, and this could be, once it breaks out of this channel, it could really rip. Like it could really rip to about $4. Right? I mean, it's not going to happen overnight, but we're talking about maybe months or weeks away, right? Okay, cool. So we covered ETH and Bitcoin. We're going to cover traditional markets here real fast. Before we get into your guys' requests about maybe Forex or whatever else you guys are asking about here. All right. So Nasdaq and S&P are basically flat, 0.15, 0.19% down. I wouldn't really say that's down. I would say it's flat. So no real price movement there. But I want to look at the mini futures S&P here for a second. All right, before we get into other assets. So we have a weekly long that's in, okay? We also have the profit candles. We have the continuation signal giving us a confirmation of that, all right? So we not only have a long signal, we have continuation confirmation for the S&P. We're going to see if we get a breakout this week, guys, but it does look like, we could see that here soon, all right? Do you like the music or you don't like the music? If not, I can lower it. It's probably is it too loud? Is it annoying? Anyways, yeah, let me know about the music feedback there. Fine with changing it too. So what do we got tonight? We got a lot of viewers tonight? No, doesn't look like it. we have 9 amazing people. Thank you so much for joining the stream, guys. Appreciate you guys being here and supporting what I do. Cool. So the S&P, we got to see the S&P break out. I mean, if the S&P breaks out, I think we're going to see fireworks in all markets. All right. So S&P sitting at a critical spot right below major resistance level. We got a rejection last week, but we ended up making a higher low. We closed the week on making a higher low. Right. So not out of the woods yet there. And I do think we are going to break out at some point. NASDAQ also closing the week pretty strong, right? Closing back above that area where we got a little bit of rejection, and the weekly candle closed green. We got a double bottom on the weekly chart here for the NASDAQ. And so we're going to see, hopefully we charge up to this neckline this week and we can see, if the NASDAQ will actually break out. All right, cool. All right. All right, so we'll look at Euro USD. Now we just kind of went through how the dollar is coming off, and well, I mean, there you go. You have a harmonic structure already set up there. We could see Euro come back up to POC levels, maybe $1.15, $1.13 levels in time, right? Monthly chart suggesting that as well. Right around that 111 region is the 21 exponential moving average. And, back testing this Fibonacci level here, telling us that we could see the Euro rip here past the dollar, right? Cool. Looks good for the Euro. All right, let's take a look at cycle repeat and what it's saying. Cycle repaint chart just saying, hey, man, no real pullback, just rip. Just rip. This thing is calling for something crazy by May, man. It's calling for, looks like it's calling for almost new all-time highs by June. That's crazy. I don't think we're going to do that, but I think 40K or 50K is possible by the end of this year, middle of this year. Can I look at the Euro on the 1 hour? Sure. On the hourly? Are you day trading this or something, man? Yeah, looks like a breakout, dude. There you go. So you're looking for take profit areas in our 1089 region. Yeah. Yep. Looks like it's going to break the range. All right, your hourly volatility spiked here. Your 4-hour volatility is spiking right now. This looks great for being long the Euro, okay? Fear and greed, yeah, let's go back to that. All right, so cycle chart saying just up, okay? Fear and greed sitting neutral, all right? We're going to go look at our Nupal chart here, which stands for net unrealized profit loss. Yeah, so we'll look at the Nupal chart here, and we're back in the fear zone. We've obviously now exited capitulation areas. We do that after we make some sort of bottom, right? And that's what we do. After we make bottoms, that's what happens, right? Looks good, guys. Looking good. Looking good. Looks like we have DYDX making a rep right now. Loop running on the run. Unify protocol. We talked about this one, right, in the group. Now we have a 3-day long signal in on this thing. And if this thing rips, it's going to go right to the 3-day, 200-day moving average, which is around 860. But really, like that $13, $14 region for this asset could totally be achieved. I mean, there's really no supply of this token, so they can easily pump this price of this token. Just watch out for it. I think there's major movements coming with it. Right, 3-day volatility spiking on this asset. I think we could see some major moves out of it. All right. Feel free to post other assets, guys. All right. I'm gonna change the song. It's really boring here. All right, let's take a look at XRP. Look at BNB, KSM, Matic. Yeah, we'll take a look at them here in a second. Let me actually go to Epidemic Sound, man. Some of these sounds on this StreamYard thing suck. Shit. Alright, whatever. I'll look at that. I'll figure that out later. Matic. So we still haven't really broke this channel just yet, right? We're looking for a channel break here on Matic. The weekly is just consolidating below this channel. So if we do break the channel, we could easily see pretty quick, pretty soon, like $1.50 region. All right, once we get a breakout, we're looking at $1.50 region, and then maybe up to all-time highs, maybe make new highs at some point, because there's not really much here. There's not a lot of trade price action here, so they can push this price. And when I say they, I mean market participants. You can see we're starting to get a flip here on momentum on the weekly, and that looks good. Stochastic's pointing up, right? We don't have volatility coming in just yet, so it may not happen right away. 3-day volatility is there. 4-day volatility is kind of peaked out for a bit right now. Yeah, so I would just pay attention to this channel area if we end up breaking it, or if we don't break it. Like if we don't break it, we're gonna come back down, right? So pay attention to this channel here on Matic. KSM broke out of a falling wedge. I'm personally in this swing trade, and I'm looking at, probably close to that $60 to $80 region. But I'm really trading the weekly chart, guys. So next real target Fibonacci level here is around $57. If we break that, there's really nothing here. It went straight down, so we can see straight out type of price action. And the falling wedge target is the break, like Tetris, like right around the $80 region, right? KSM, BNB, and then XRP. Let's see. BNB, we have a distinct range we're looking at here, right? This looks like a double bottom being made, a neckline break around 331. Then we're looking at a 50% move from there. So you break 331, you probably run to about 450 to 500 region. XRP, Still holding in this range, right at the bottom of the range, right? So top of the range here around 50 cents. You break that, we're looking at, you know, anywhere from 80 to $1 probably. All right, on the weekly chart. Kind of just how I have it mapped out here, something like that. Fit fee, I've never heard of that, but we'll take a look at it. App, interesting. New coin. There's no data on this one, man. Can't really give you much analysis on this. It's just straight down. I probably wouldn't look to buy something like this because I don't have enough chart data on it. I gave BNB already. All right. You probably want to look at GMT though, if you're looking into play to earn or earn tokens. All right, what else you guys got? Conrad? Here's your wedge break. We got the long right at the bottom of the wedge. Look how beautiful that is. All right. Algo looking nice. Probably a test up to this major level around 30 cents in time. That IMX wedge break is real, guys. Somebody asked about pancake swap. When, Moon River? When? All right. Now we got 10 people on. Thanks for joining the stream, guys. Hopefully this is informative for you. We're talking about assets towards bottoms. Some nice retracements coming in for a lot of these assets, so just be prepared. For any of you guys that are in elephant money, I mean, this thing looks like it's ready to go, actually. Drip. I don't know if we can chart drip on here, can we? Oh, we can, actually. 55 cents. Wrecked City. It's probably a buy. I mean, what? It's 24 on the RSI. If we're using technicals, right? Elephant money looks a lot better than drip. Yeah, this looks pretty awful. I probably wouldn't touch that. Slim, what's up, dude? I haven't seen you in a while, man. Hopefully everything is good on your end. Man, drip. This thing dripped all the way to 55 cents. I mean, your next level is 25. It's a 200% retracement. I don't know, man. I don't know about this one, dude. Wrecked City, bro. Elephant money looks a lot better than this one. Drip dead. Yeah. It went on its run, man. It went from like $6 to 180, right? That was a pretty big run it went on. Drip is pretty wrecked. Dude, the music on StreamYard sucks. H bar. Yeah, we can look at H bar. I think I told you guys about that at 3 cents, but what do I know? Yeah. Not much to look at. I mean, it's probably going to rip to the channel, the top of the channel, right? So could rip up as high as 12 cents. Could just sit here and then next month push again, right? Raven, yeah, we can look at it. Not sure which chart has all the data. Maybe it's BitTrax. No. I think this looks right. I mean, this looks like enough data. 2018, right? Got some big ranges in here on the monthly chart, the weekly chart. Yeah, if we're going to see upside, we're going to see Raven eventually test 6 cents. Sure, we can look at mana. Multi-range is long on the weekly. That's all you need to know. Sure. Yeah, mana just below the weekly 200-day moving average. This looks like a nice little wedge it broke. So yeah, we could see like $1.15 probably for mana. Maybe as high as $1.57 or a pullback. So maybe another double up from here. All right, showing that monthly. Well, didn't really have negative momentum over here, but if we go to like a 3-week chart, you can probably see it. Oh. Yeah, looks like you're about to get a 2-week cross up, man. Looks nice. Just in time for GRT, yep. I think this was the wedge break here. But yeah, I'm thinking that we can see this run all the way to the top of the channel. 24 cents. All right. Yeah, it looks good. Looks like this candle was just like a back test candle. This week we might see a rip up to like 9 cents. And the POC on the weekly is 10 cents. Lots of room to run on this one. DYDX is just ripping. Broke the middle of the range, so straight up for DYDX to $2. Nothing here. We called the bottom at $1, I believe. All right. Follow Network's another one you guys need to watch. I think I called this one out at like 12 cents. There's Alice breaking out of her wedge. Yeah, this is like the bottom of the market cycle, and people are scared to buy down here, but this is not financial advice. This is peak opportunity to make lots and lots of money in the cycle. Okay. Rune, man, this thing set up long signal, broke the wedge. I mean, if this thing does anything like it did last cycle, I don't even know what this coin does, but I don't think it matters because like if it just does what it did last cycle or similar to, we're looking at a $40 Rune token. I mean, some of these charts just look so insane. Like I don't know, man. I'm having a hard time believing that these are going to do all this right now, but how about OP? Let's get some hype for OP being in a price discovery. Anyone take the OP trade? You guys are awfully quiet in that chat. All 9 of you, 10 of you. Yeah, I do think it's going to hit $3. I think it's probably going to do more than that, man. I think it's going to go to like maybe 4, maybe even $6. Bro, we just started this run, man, so just remember that. Because you'll cry if this thing ends up going to $10 and you took profit at $2.50. Just saying. I mean, it's always good to take profit or at least take your initial investment out of an asset. But I mean, that's the thing with crypto, though, is like, especially with a project like this, Layer 2, this is going to get lots of adoption to help Ethereum scale. So you have to think about the fundamental factor coming into with it. Ethereum name service breakout backtest last week. Watch out for this one, man. This one's going to make a run. 1 inch falling wedge breakout. Lots of assets down here at these bottoms, guys. Pick one you like. EVAX breaking the trend line. I don't know what else you guys want from me. Literally give you guys gold every stream. Tell you how it is. Filecoin, yeah, it's gonna moon, bro. Told you to get the in on it at like what, $3 when it capitulated. $2 right at support. Yeah, bro. Filecoin looks great. We printed a weekly long signal down here. Massive wedge pattern. Pretty beat up asset, man. Alpha, sure. Looks good, man. Broke a trend line. They all look the same, man. They all look like wedges, right? That's a steep wedge, man. That's a really strong structure. $0.14 target next week or two. You break 14, you're going to 25. You break 25, you're at the 2-week 21 EMA, which is around 44 cents. And just looking at the wedge structure, I would say, you know, you could probably do something like this in this pattern. All right, yeah, probably up to like 45 cents from here. All right, next couple months. Looking good. Yeah, lots of things looking pretty good down here. XMR getting 2-week volatility cross up here, so XMR could see some fireworks. All right. Thank you guys for joining the stream tonight. Homie Don't Play That, thank you for being active on the stream tonight. And I want to thank everybody else who joined the stream tonight for being here and investing in yourself. And that's it, man. Hopefully we see some nice price action this week. Like I said, we're probably going to go test that 24, 25K region. S&P, in my opinion, probably going to break out. We'll see, though. All right. Make sure you guys drop a like, drop a comment on the stream, get the YouTube algorithm going. We want to try to get as many people informed as we can before, retail comes in and buys the top. We don't want people buying top. We want to help people make money, man, if we can. Obviously, none of this is financial advice, right? Everyone do your own research type of deal. But at the end of the day, I'm here looking at these charts for you guys and trying to give you my insight as to where I think the markets are heading. And it's pretty clear to me that the markets are probably going to head back north. All right. So stay tuned. I'll be posting stuff on Twitter these days. And of course, in the Discord, I'm active there. If you guys have any questions, you can always reach out. All right. Thank you guys so much for joining. I'll catch you guys in the next one. And stay tuned for more content. Make sure you guys post what kind of content you guys want to see too, because I don't know what you guys want to see. Everyone's like, oh, how do I make money? Well, you guys know the drill. Buy low, sell high, right? That's all we got to do here is try to do that as best as we can. All right. Thank you guys so much. Catch you guys in the next one.